Well, hey everybody, Pastor Trevor here, and I wanted to send you a quick video for week 3 of our Bible study methods that I had not sent you yet. I'm also going to be sending a video for week 4 and week 5. So this is a quick recap for each one of these weeks and the method behind that particular study. I've already sent the videos for week 1 and week 2. Also with this video, I'm going to send some links for some tools to have in your hands if you want some commentaries, concordances, things like that to help you in your study on your own instead of just looking things up online. But just as a reminder, bible.cc or biblehub.com, that is the place that you can go to get all these resources all in one location as well. So I want to recap a little bit for week 3, which was our word study method. It's one of my favorite study methods of the Bible study. And so the word study method is essentially taking a microscopic look at the origin, definition, occurrences, and uses of a particular word in the scriptures in order to better understand its application to your life. So again, through context, we want to understand what the writer is trying to say at that point in time to those people during that time frame so that we can apply it then to our life as well. One of the best ways to do that is if there's a certain word that shows up in a text that you're reading, that you're interested about, that seems like there's a depth to it or more to it, this is the way to study that particular thing. One thing to keep in mind too is in the Hebrew or in the Greek, oftentimes you are having either full phrases that are used in English to describe one Hebrew word, or potentially you're having one English word to describe a whole phrase within the Hebrew or the Greek. And so it's important to really get the depth and the nuance behind everything to do a word study from time to time to find out where it comes from. So your first step for the word study method is very simple. It's to choose your word. Again, this word can come from something that you've read that you're interested about. It could be maybe a theological concept like grace or justification or mercy that you want to know more about. But either way, whatever word you choose, that's the one you're going to study for this particular method. Step 2 then is to find the English definition of the word that you're looking at. And so we did this together, but there's multiple different English definitions that you could pull up for whatever word it might be. And that's going to help you understand more fully exactly what you're trying to study. Maybe there's a word in the English that when you look it up in the definition, it's like, oh, wow, this is like even more nuanced than I thought. I really want to dive into this other word as well to get a better rounded picture for this. But looking it up in the English is going to help you understand and define best what you're actually looking up and trying to discern and discover. Step 3 then is to compare translations. Translations are simply people who have worked on taking the original language and translating it into a common English language for us to be able to read. So there's multiple different ones of them, from the NIV, which is the New International Version, to the NLT, the New Living Translation, the KJV, the NKJV, the ESV, multiple different translations. You can pick any one that you want, and I would actually recommend using different ones, maybe six or 8 different translations for whatever passage holds the word that you're trying to study. So if you have one verse that has this word in it, that one verse might help you really see the depth of this word by looking at different translations of that particular word. So look at different translations for the word that you're looking for. Step 4, write down the definition of the original word. So this is most easily done by using bible.cc or biblehub.com, and you can put your word in right there. Find the word then in Hebrew or in Greek, whichever word you're looking up, in Hebrew or in Greek. Find it in a phrase or a passage of Scripture to be able to look it up if it's in John or Matthew or whatever book it's in. Then once you pull that up in Bible Hub or Bible.cc, you then can find the transliteration of that particular word, which is going to be the original definition for the word that you're looking up. And so that definition is then going to help you understand what the writer is trying to say originally. So you might find there's some depth to this that's lost in the English, that when you look it up, it's got maybe 4 or 5 different ways of it being translated within the scriptures. Same word, but it's actually translated in English in multiple different ways. This helps us get a bigger, better picture of whatever word we're looking at. Step 5 then, occurrences within the Bible. You can cross-reference this. You can look up this verse on Bible Hub or Bible.cc or concordance and list all the different places this particular word shows up within the scriptures. And if you read all those occurrences, it'll give you a well-rounded view of what this word and how the authors originally used it. Because you might find that it's a emotionally charged word, or you might find that it's a word that oftentimes deals with the crucifixion, or this word maybe really deals with family situations or friendships. You'll find all the nuance by looking at all the occurrences in the Bible. Step 6, contemporary examples. Think of any ways in our contemporary culture where this word maybe shows up or is illustrated in some kind of way to, again, help us better understand it and have conversation with those around us, being able to apply it to our current life and be able to illustrate it in that way. Then lastly, once you've done all this work, you're going to take this word and you're going to ask God how to apply it to your life. So because we've looked at this word grace, this word forgiveness, this word anger, whatever the word might be, because of what we've learned about it from the scriptures, here is how I'm going to apply it to my life. I'm going to change this about my life, or I'm going to introduce this into my life based upon my study of this particular word. So, little recap then from week 3 on the word study method. Continue to use it. I hope it's helpful for you, and I'll share a little bit more with you in just a bit. Bye.